They said it was impossible. They said the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, they were the only game in town. For decades, Burkina Faso was trapped under a debt that choked its economy and kept its people poor. But then came Captain Ibrahim Traoré. He inherited this colossal $4.8 billion debt. And instead of bowing to foreign aid, he did something unprecedented. He paid it off, without taking a single cent of Western money. This isn't a miracle. This is a master plan. This video breaks down the 3 strategic pillars Traoré used to fund his revolution, from the gold underground to the very citizens watching this video. The first pillar is gold. Burkina Faso is the 4th largest gold producer in Africa. But for years, the true wealth never stayed. Foreign companies would extract billions, leaving the nation with crumbs. It was a classic neo-colonial resource trap. Traoré's solution was blunt. Resource nationalism. He moved fast, nationalizing key foreign-owned gold mines like Bungu and Wagnion. He effectively told the London-listed companies, "This wealth belongs to the people." But nationalizing wasn't enough. He instituted a new mining code forcing foreign firms to transfer 15% of skills to local people. He also established Burkina Faso's first-ever national gold reserve. Unlike before, where gold was immediately exported, now a strategic percentage is stockpiled, giving the nation financial security and leverage. The result? Instead of the revenue vanishing, Traoré immediately allocated money from gold proceeds, hundreds of millions of dollars, directly to critical domestic projects like buying agricultural machinery. Gold wasn't just metal, it became the new bank. The second pillar is the most radical. He asked his own people for the money. To pay off the massive external debt and fund development projects like the roads you saw in our last video, Traoré turned inward. He issued sovereign bonds and treasury bills. But instead of selling them to international banks with massive interest rates, he sold them primarily to local investors, banks, and the diaspora. This move serves 3 brilliant purposes. First, the financial. The interest payments stay inside the country, benefiting Burkinabe citizens and institutions, not foreign creditors. Second, the security. It ties the financial elite to the success of the government. They now have a vested interest in national stability. Third, the psychological. It fosters national pride and trust in the leadership. Citizens are funding their own revolution. This successful domestic borrowing allowed the government to clear its $4.79 billion external debt. This wasn't just a financial transaction, it was a political statement. It freed up hundreds of millions of dollars that were previously earmarked for crippling interest payments and allowed that money to be redirected to schools, hospitals, and infrastructure like the roads we documented. The third pillar is sustainability, driven by agriculture and fiscal discipline. Traoré knows that financial independence is impossible if you have to import basic goods. The government launched the agricultural offensive with the explicit goal of ending reliance on food imports, a cost that drains national currency. By investing millions in buying and subsidizing machinery, they achieved grain surpluses for 2 consecutive years. This is an economic defense mechanism that saves the country massive amounts of money annually. Simultaneously, the government implemented fiscal discipline. By cracking down on corruption, a topic for another video, and enforcing strict expenditure control, they managed to reduce the budget deficit, which enhances investor confidence and sends a clear message. The government is financially stable and can be trusted with its own resources. This combination of gold, citizen investment, and domestic productivity is the Traoré economic revolution. It's a bold rejection of the old model, and it's a blueprint for any country seeking true sovereignty. This financial revolution is just one piece of the puzzle. Traoré's economic moves are directly tied to his political goal, reclaiming African dignity. If you want to see the other key strategies, like how he used this new gold revenue to build the military that protects these reforms, you need to watch this playlist right here. And if you want to keep watching the untold stories of African innovation, hit the subscribe button below. Let me know in the comments. Can this self-reliance model work for every nation in Africa? Thanks for watching Hope Documented.